Welcome to the Thomas
and Haley Show by Doing Everything Blind.
Hello, humanoids and human beings. Welcome to another episode of the Thomas and Haley Show with your handsome and adorable host and hostess, Thomas and Haley. And then the handsome guest that we have, at least I think so, my fiance, Chris. He's probably going to be with us on a regular basis. So, welcome back to the show, Ben.
Thank you.
If you didn't think so, we'd have a major problem.
Exactly. Houston, we have a problem. No, I'm kidding. So today, we're going to share the importance of respecting someone's boundaries, whether if it's your friend's boundaries, a sibling's boundaries if you have a sibling, or your partner.
And we're going to talk about
And respect the boundaries for that, too.
Please subscribe to the Burpees channel.
Burpee.
Nice.
Yeah. Exactly. So, what is boundaries, you may ask? It's basically I guess you might as well say, like, the line drawn in the stand or on the floor, basically, of, like, what line to cross and what line not to cross of someone's beliefs or opinions.
Exactly.
I don't know what the exact definition of it in a dictionary is, but that's based on what I believe is what it means. You want to say something, Ben?
Okay.
We're holding for dear life.
Basically, if you want to give an exact definition for boundaries,
Yeah.
Boundaries are the limits and rules we set for ourselves to protect our well-being.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know the exact definition for it, but I had I had an idea what it meant.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Some people might not know that, especially the younger generation.
Yeah. They might believe that it's okay to basically say anything they want or do whatever they want with someone else, which that's not always the case.
No, it's not.
No.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Well, it's really important to, especially when it comes to relationships and friendships, but, it's really important to respect your significant other's boundaries in a relationship. And if you don't, the relationship will, without a doubt, fail.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't respect your friend's boundaries,
then the friendship will fail.
So,
will fail.
It is very important to respect. What is wrong with me? It is very important to respect. Apparently, I can't talk tonight. It's very important to respect your friends' boundaries and your family members' boundaries and your other half's boundaries.
Yep, and it's very important on a job site too, because
coworkers, your boss.
Yep, because that could lead to sexual harassment. You don't want to go to prison for that.
No.
Fine.
Because even if you don't go to prison, but you get fired, and then of course if you try to apply for a job somewhere else for the same thing, they might find out through maybe like some background checks or something, like, you basically were fired because of you basically harassing someone at work. Like, we don't want that kind of behavior at our work site. So.
Yep.
Right.
Red flags.
Yeah, exactly. So you as an individual have to be aware of like what boundaries are and like what are your boundaries if someone's trying to cross over your boundaries.
Right.
And you have to know like what the general boundaries are of like public places, like schools, libraries or banks or even just your job site anywhere else.
Yep.
There's always boundaries in place for pretty much everywhere you go, even if it's a public or a private place.
Especially when it comes to the opposite sex, you really want to make sure you respect that boundaries there too.
Now let's go back to relationships for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, for example, you get in a new relationship and things are, progressing nicely. And let's say you're ready to have sex, but he or she isn't. You can't push that because if you push the issue and keep asking, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You may lose him or her. You have to wait. You have to just put it like this. Babe, when you're ready to when you're ready to make love with me, you let me know, and keep it at that. That's it.
Yep.
Also for like a little tip for like legal wise and such.
Bada bing, bada boom.
If you keep persisting to the person, like, you know, you wanna, you know, have sex and all, but they keep like they verbally resist you or physically resist you or anything else. Yeah, that's. I mean, I shouldn't have to say it. Like anyone knows what that is. So,
Yeah.
and you can go to jail for that too. So, boundaries is pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything towards anyone that you know or in everywhere. Mm-hmm.
All right.
In other words, simply put, just like you were told when you were a kid, keep your hands to yourself.
Yep.
And also, the other thing you probably hear when you were younger and probably still now, respect others the way you want to be treated. So if someone says, no, I don't want to do that right now, just have it like if that was you saying that to that person, you would want them to respect your boundaries. So respect theirs.
And one more thing I want to say. If you're in a long distance relationship and your other half doesn't want to have phone sex with you, you have to respect that too. It's not just sex in person. You know?
Exactly.
When you can't have sex in person, you know, sometimes phone sex is the only thing you can do, right? Right? So, which, you know, obviously it's not the same as the real thing, but it's, you know, it's something, right? But
Exactly.
the point is, I'm not just talking about physical sex, I'm talking about phone sex too, because unfortunately there are a lot of people who get into relationships and then they unfortunately pressure their other half to have phone sex with them, and sometimes things just go south. So,
Or just phone behavior in general. So if someone says, like, I want to sleep with you, like, on FaceTime all night, if they don't want to do it, don't make them do it.
Exactly. That doesn't make any sense.
No. So there's of course more boundaries besides, you know, besides the whole, you know, sexual appeal part of it.
so the moral of the story is that, you know, if you're in a long distance relationship and your other half doesn't want to do that with you,
Please respect that, or else it won't work.
Or maybe they're not ready to have phone sex with you yet. Don't ask every day, are you ready?
No.
Just put it exactly like this, babe. When you're ready, you let me know, and then don't bring it up again.
Unless they bring it up first.
So there you have it.
And also it's about the emotional and mental aspect of it too. You don't
Oh yeah.
you don't-
Respect someone's emotions and their like what they're going through, like, you know, mentally wise, because they might say one thing, but of course their actions do something else, or vice versa.
Yep.
And also, when a relationship ends, if the person asks you not to contact them no more, as hard as that might be, you have to respect that.
Yep.
So there you go, folks.
That's where people get in a lot of trouble at. They don't respect those boundaries like that.
Why don't we, Chris?
Nope.
Why don't we, since we're talking about boundaries, why don't you explain to these wonderful people the Helen and Cedric situation? You know, Cedric kept harassing
First of all, her name's not Helen, it's Ellen. But yeah.
Ellen, whatever. Ellen, why don't you explain what happened there? You know, because this does fall into boundaries.
Yeah, basically he would, you know, come to her job, try to talk to her, and try to talk to her on social media or on the phone. She didn't want that.
She basically, you know, put her foot down and said, like, she doesn't want nothing to do with him anymore. She doesn't want to talk to him, see him, nothing. So, and it seems like every other small pathway he can take to get to her, whether if it's on different communication apps or just basically, you know, tracking her vehicle to follow her, that's not respecting her boundary.
So the moral of the story is respect boundaries in all aspects of life.
Yep.
And we hope you all have enjoyed this amazing show. Please subscribe to my channel, Doing Everything Blind.
Pounds HV.
Yep, and Chris's channel, Low Vision Technology, LVT. And of course, Megan and Keenan's channel, Megan Keenan, you know, subscribe to them, and Daniel Summerall Productions, and Nikki Wonderland. Nikki Wonderlick, Nikki Spice, WUNDERLIC to the H. Y'all take care.
Bye.
Well, guys, thanks for watching The Thomas and Haley Show. We sure hope you have enjoyed it.
Please like, comment, share, and turn on all notifications for Doing Everything Blind so you will not miss any episodes of The Thomas and Haley Show. And we'll see y'all next time.